All right, so today guys, I'm just gonna show you how I get this text effect done. All right, so we're not gonna play too much. It's just quick and easy. Follow through. So first things first, we're gonna create a new artwork. Control Command N. Your preference settings should be width and height 1080 by 1080. Of course, you're targeting social media, or you can call it sliced or whatever that is. Sliced text. I already got something I was trying on with that name. All right. Okay, so let's create a colored background on this. Draw over with a rectangular tool just to introduce the shape, and then for the colors, I'm okay with the green. You can use any color that's of your preference. So I'll just have this as my background, and I'll get rid of the default that's white. Yeah, I don't want to accidentally move my background, so just lock that up. Now let's go to the text, and the text I'm gonna use, the font rather, is Avenue Black. Okay, so I've got it set to 110 points. Of course, it's gonna be different in your case. Okay, so let's just write over and see what we get. There we go, and the word we're working with is sliced. Okay, that's cool with me, and there we go. I'll just center it up. Okay, so a couple of things that you guys need to know. The font that I'm using is quite spaced out, so we need to close up those gaps if our effect is going to be of greater impact. All right, so what we do now is go to the character properties and then make sure our tracking is -40, or you can push it as close as you can. I'm happy with 40, and then the size of my text is at 110 points, and everything else just leave as is. All right, so that's it with the text. Let's go to the layer. Now what we're gonna do is convert this, maybe rasterize it, and then we're gonna go to the polygonal lasso 2. Okay, so what I'm gonna go for, just to make it more dramatic, I'm gonna slice off edges that are going to give me that feel to say something is missing. So in this case, I'll start from here, and I'll make sure I bite off this piece of the S, and I'll go all the way. Let me just cut right in the middle of, yeah, maybe all the way that point. So you can decide where you want to slice from, whatever direction you want to slice. That's up to you. So with that done, we are going to right click in the selection and then create a new layer via cut. All right, so just for file organization, you can label this your top, and this the bottom. So we're gonna move the top up, that's enough, and then we're gonna move the top again to the left, maybe 1 point down, yeah, just a little bit more. Okay, so the reason why I did that, so let's assume a blade sliced through this font. You're gonna have that friction from the blade kind of move either piece to each side, wherever the direction the thread is going into, it's gonna move something with it. So in this case, we're gonna indicate that using the top layer. That's why I did move it to the left. Okay, so to sell off the effect, I'm just gonna go here on effects, and I'll introduce a gradient overlay to the bottom, and then already I was playing around with this effect, so some of my settings are still here. But yeah, basically what we're trying to do is create a shadow under the top part, and this shadow is going to be casted to the bottom part. So what we're gonna do is the shadow is, so first things first, this gradient is, if I put it back to 100%, it's just a basic black and white. And I did toggle the parameters a little bit. So the location is at 17 and the opacity is at 100. So I shifted the location to 17 because I do not want a lot of black in this. So coming back to the whites, I'm going to drop the opacity to about 77. All right. So we push this side. Oops. Yeah, right about 77. and I'll hit OK. So let's come back here. I think right now what we need to do is work with opacity. I'll push it up until I can feel. All right, I think I like 65. At 65, the opacity is doing justice for me. And what I'm gonna do is, this is a linear grader, by the way. So my angle is at 90 degrees and my scale is about 110. Of course, the scale may differ if you got a bigger or smaller font than mine. All right, so these are the settings that I have right here. I'm gonna hit OK. And then I'll go to the top. So we're gonna do the same thing with the top part. So for the top part, we're gonna have our gradient to okay, so previously our gradient was about 77%. I did choose 65 actually. Yeah. So in this case, we do not need that much of it. So we're going to work around the opacity of the gradient and drop it to right about 17. All right. And the scale is about 110. That's fine with me. And we'll leave the angle at 90 degrees. So that's it, and you're done. Now you can also go back to your colored background and just play around with the colors and pick which one you would like to work with. But there you go. All right, thanks guys for watching. I'll be bringing more of these videos every week, so do subscribe and share. Make sure you hit that notification bell and keep up to date with every new upload. Thank you and see you again.